This evening, great niece confesses to planning the murder of Sumitra Shaw. Guyana receives US $200,000 from China to procure medical supplies. Hire car driver and wife arrested for gun and ammo found in a toy car in their home. In the region, UN calls for international help to contain Haiti cholera outbreak. And internationally, NATO meeting. US allies pledge support for Kyiv. Welcome to another broadcast of Channel 2's Headline News Updates. I am Bibi Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. Police are on the hunt for 48-year-old Mohammed Ramzan Shahid for the murder of 85-year-old Sumitra Shaw of Boshlot, West Coast, Berbice. An autopsy performed on the body of Shaw revealed that the woman died due to multiple injuries. The post-mortem examination gives the official cause of death as asphyxia and aspiration of blood in the airways, shock and hemorrhage, and a fractured skull, 7 stab wounds to the head and face. The woman's body has since been handed over to relatives for funeral arrangements. According to a police report, around 3 a.m. on November 28, 85-year-old Shaw was allegedly murdered by Shahid in a deadly robbery attack, which allegedly was plotted by the woman's niece, 37-year-old Roshni Basio, who was staying at the home when the incident occurred. Following the incident, Basio told police that she and Shaw had retired to bed early, around 3 a.m. She was awakened by 2 men that entered the home. She said the men had beaten and bounded her, killed the elderly woman, and escaped with $350,000 in cash Shaw was saving to fix her fence. However, Basio has later confessed to planning the robbery with Shahid and given investigators the gruesome details of what transpired. She remains in custody as police are on the hunt for the 48-year-old suspect. Police are investigating a fatal accident that claimed the life of a 19-year-old on the Buxton Public Road. Dale Jarvis has more details.
Police are investigating a fatal accident that claimed the life of a 19-year-old on the Buxton Public Road, East Coast, Demerara on Monday, 29, 2022. Dead is Treon Guppy, a laborer of Enterprise, East Coast. Inquiries disclosed that motorcar PWW6816, driven by 43-year-old Kwame Gentle of Railway Line Buxton, was proceeding east along the northern driving lane on Buxton Public Road. Motorcycle CK7430, driven by 22-year-old Devon Grant of Friendship, East Coast, Demerara, and a pillion rider, Treon Guppy, now deceased, were also proceeding along the public road. The driver of the car stated that he put on his left side indicator to pull north onto the northern parapet, and he felt an impact on the left side front of his vehicle. As a result of the impact, he observed 2 males on the northern parapet with injuries to their bodies. The EMT was summoned and both victims, motorcyclist and pillion rider, were picked up and transported to the Georgetown Public Hospital. Treon Guppy was seen and examined by a doctor on duty and later died whilst receiving treatment. The motorcyclist was admitted to GPHC's Accident and Emergencies Unit, suffering from head injuries. A breathalyzer test on the 43-year-old motorcar driver showed no trace of alcohol. He is in custody assisting with the ongoing investigation. Reporting for Headline News Update, Dale Jarvis.
Thanks, Dale. An intelligence-led operation conducted by police ranks has led to the discovery of a Beretta handgun and 20 live rounds of ammunition in the home of a Belvedere quarantine Berbice family on Monday, November 28th. Reports say that around 4:30 p.m., acting on information received, a party of police ranks went to the home of 49-year-old hire car driver and his 35-year-old wife at Belvedere Village, Berbice, where a search was conducted on the premises. During the search, the gun with the ammunitions were found hidden in an electric toy car by the police ranks. The man and his wife were immediately told of the offense, cautioned, and arrested. They were subsequently escorted to the Albion police station along with the firearm and ammunition. They both remain in custody pending charges as investigations continues. Stick around after the break. UG students should be job ready after internship. Minister Hamilton, and Guyana receives $200,000 from China to procure medical supplies.
Black Friday Super Sale, where you can get half off your favorite designer brands. Ladies, come and shop your dresses, tops, skirts, underwear, and lots more. And for the guys, we're giving you half off men's shirts, jerseys, shoes, and lots more. Remember, this Black Friday sale is for one day only, Friday, November 25th. Clearance, always keeping you in style.
Give your home or office some shine. Fortune Investment Company. We provide reliable commercial and residential professional cleaning services in Guyana. We clean homes and commercial offices. Other services offered are floor care and tile polishing, interior auto detailing services, power washing, weeding and cleaning, and carpet, couch, and mattress cleaning. We are committed to keeping your homes and offices squeaky clean. Call us now at 592-689-7558 or 592-639-6365 or visit us at 3430 Jackson North Rumville, Georgetown, Guyana. Fortune Investment Company. When we say clean, we mean spotless.
Furnishing your home or office has never been easier. Here at Kissoon's, our inventory of locally made and imported furniture, offered at amazing prices, will leave you wanting more. From vinyl, floor rugs and carpets, bedroom, dining and living room sets, mattresses, pillows, office desk, chairs and filing cabinets, outdoor benches and tables. We have a piece of furniture for every room imaginable in your home or office. Check out our flagship store at Industrial Site Rijnveld or one of our branches in New Amsterdam, Port Morant, Riverton and Camp Street. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 50 years.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for do a surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road, Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Welcome back. To enhance the medical facilities and services in Guyana, China handed over a cash grant to the tune of $200,000 to the Ministry of Health to procure medical supplies. The grant was handed over to Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony by China's ambassador to Guyana, Goya Haiyan, at the ministry's head office. Dr. Anthony expressed his appreciation to the Chinese government for its continued support to Guyana. Guyana and China have a long relationship, especially in the area of health. The health minister noted that over the years, Guyana has benefited from the Chinese brigade that would visit Guyana to work at the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation and Linden Hospital Complex. He pointed out that over 1,000 Guyanese have also benefited from the surgeries and other care the Chinese contingent has provided over the years. Meanwhile, Ambassador Haiyan highlighted that for the Caribbean countries that have diplomatic relations with China, the Chinese State Councilor and the Foreign Affairs Minister Wang Yi announced that China would donate medical supplies to countries including Guyana. In addition, she noted that the embassy would donate medical supplies worth about $20,000 to Guyana. The ambassador said China remains committed to working with Guyana to improve the healthcare sector. This year, Guyana and China celebrated 50 years of bilateral relations. On Monday, Labor Minister Joseph Harmon said his ministry would make a collective effort to establish a joint committee to pay attention to the issue of apprenticeship and internship for students at the University of Guyana. He stated that the consideration was raised because many graduates with academic credentials cannot find jobs in their fields of study. This is further compounded when those graduates, while having the qualifications, lack the experience required by employers. Further, the Board of Industrial Training and the Central Recruitment and Manpower Agency have begun preliminary discussions with the leadership of the University of Guyana. Minister Hamilton also noted that the authority to engage companies in their apprenticeship programs rests solely with the Board of Industrial Training. Companies and other entities indicating through social media and other means of communication that they are running apprenticeship programs might be breaking the law unless the Master Training designation has been adopted through BIT. In addition, the concept of apprenticeship is misunderstood at times, Minister Hamilton added, because any discipline that requires a person to be trained over a period of a specific time, despite having requisite academic qualifications, is considered an apprenticeship. This fact has also prompted the minister to share that he has had conversations with companies in Guyana's booming oil and gas industry regarding them being properly registered through BIT to become master trainers. Minister Hamilton views the apprenticeship internship proposal as a way to address the issue. Don't go away after the break. Peru bird flu, thousands of pelicans found dead, and UN calls for international help to contain Haiti cholera outbreak.
Maison Francois is the chocolate paradise of Guyana. From the moment you enter our stores, you're welcomed by the sweet aroma of Belgian chocolate, pastries, and other artisanal treats handmade by our European-trained chef. However, Maison Francois is more than just chocolate. We serve lunch, dinner, afternoon tea, and even Sunday morning mimosa brunch. Our convenient location at 133 Thomas Street, Kitty, makes it the perfect place to take that special someone or to take home a little sweetness. Treat yourself with the taste of Paris in the heart of Georgetown, only at Maison Francois.
When you need money and you gotta get it fast, Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop is the place for that confidential transaction in a quiet and secure location. You'll get the highest value per pennyweight for your gold and also enjoy the lowest interest rates and longest payback period too. Yes, for that instant transaction to solve a pressing financial problem. That Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, 4-6 Boyle Place, that's between the Ministry of Housing on Brickdam and White Castle Fish Shop, be your first and only choice. Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, safe and sound, solid and secure, always there for you. Telephone 231-7878 and 223-8955.
Sooner or later you will have another power failure. Are you prepared for the next blackout? Some essential equipment such as security cameras, lights, internet, gate motors, and water pumps may stop working. How can you prevent the next blackout? InverterTech has an affordable solution for you. A strong UPS system which uses the latest inverter and solar battery technology to prevent blackout. We smartly calculate your average power demand so you don't spend more than you need to. Call 223-2233 for more information.
Hey, this is your fancy vehicle and that is your house?
Yes, this is my vehicle and actually I'm waiting on my land. I'm actually renting this house for $50,000.
$50,000? You head more? You crazy? You mad? You head no good? Why you buy? Look, let me show you the light. Come with me.
Come on down to Fabulous Homes today. Pay $50,000 every month for 36 months or until you reach 50% of your house costs. Move in after 75% of the cost has been paid.
This is wonderful. Let's go. Sign me up.
Alright, let me go and dash away your landlord.
To explore our home ownership program, check our Facebook page for more information or come down to our office at Avalon Friendship.
Hey, Chinese, thanks, man. Thanks a lot.
You got through?
Yes.
Call us at 227-1380 or 615-8740. Fabulous Homes International Realty, changing tenants into homeowners.
At Fabulous Homes, we bring your dreams to life.
Welcome back. Now let's take a look at what's happening in the region and around the world. More than 5,500 pelicans have died in Peru in recent weeks due to an outbreak of bird flu. Several beaches were littered with the carcasses of the dead animals, and some have also been found in protected areas. In total, more than 13,000 birds have been killed by the H5N1 avian influenza strain, according to biologists. Peruvian officials have declared a health alert to prevent its spread to farm poultry. The virus can also spread to humans if they are in close contact with an infected bird, but scientists say the current strain seems to be a low risk for this. The United Nations has appealed for international help to stop a deadly outbreak of cholera in Haiti. More than 11,000 suspected cases have been recorded since the outbreak began in October. Al Jazeera's Prue Lewarne reports.
It is but a tent open to the weather, yet for those stricken by cholera, this is sanctuary. Infants, adults, cholera is not fussy, and it kills when it comes quickly.
Cholera is always an emergency. The disease is extremely contagious, especially when it gets in a crowded city like here in Port-au-Prince.
Cholera, caught early, is easily treatable, but this is Haiti, where nothing is simple. Fanny Delver watches lovingly over her son, Mickelson Regis.
Compared to the way he was, he's getting better because of the nurses and doctors. If it wasn't for them, I probably would have lost my baby.
Fanny has more than one reason to keep Mickelson close. Her son will grow up without a father after Fanny's husband was shot dead by gang members. A routine occurrence in Port-au-Prince.
I don't have anybody to help me, so most likely I'll be on the street. That's what the gangs wanted, for me to be out on the street.
Gangs are also stopping cholera patients from leaving their territory to get urgent care. Haiti has a recent painful experience with cholera. An outbreak here in 2010 took the lives of some 10,000 people. Now, that outbreak was later traced back to the activities of United Nations peacekeepers. The UN apologised in 2016, but has yet to accept any legal responsibility. Harvard human rights lawyer Beatrice Lindstrom advocates for the victims who remain uncompensated by the UN.
And I think that has had devastating effects for Haiti because it's meant that the UN's commitment to actually right its wrongs in Haiti has been dependent on voluntary contributions. It's amounted to a charitable effort that has gone largely unfunded.
More than 3 million people have no access to clean drinking water. Mickelson is recovering, but the future is tenuous.
I have no help, nobody.
Love, but also great hurt in the time of gangs and cholera. Prulwan, Al Jazeera, Port-au-Prince.
Internationally, the United States and NATO's allies have promised more military aid to Ukraine and help to repair its energy infrastructure. Millions of people in the war-torn nations are struggling with rolling blackouts as winter steps in after Russia attacked Ukraine's power grid. Al Jazeera's Andrew Simmons reports.
Pledges of unwavering support for Ukraine came from NATO's Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg, along with a warning that Russia is weaponizing winter by attacking energy infrastructure. He says NATO has found new ways to help Ukraine.
President Putin is trying to force Ukrainians to freeze or flee. And today, allies made additional pledges, non-lethal support, including fuel and generators, helping Ukraine to address the consequences of Russia's strikes against their power grid.
And the US has announced it will supply equipment worth $53 million to help repair Ukraine's electricity grid. Earlier, Stoltenberg had assured Romania that its air force and troops were being backed up by extra reinforcements. Romania has US F-16 aircraft that are replacing outdated former Soviet MiGs, and their pilots are fully stretched.
Everything is under pressure. So we are time limited all the time. We fight against the seconds.
Romania coordinates with other NATO forces in policing its airspace. Defence of the skies above NATO's eastern flank has never been so intense. NATO faces a colossal challenge, not just in the air, but on the ground too. Russia would call this escalation. NATO prefers the word deterrence. Here, US and Romanian forces on an exercise recently. There were tests of air and missile defences. But Ukraine is saying such weaponry is desperately needed its side of the border. And the supply line of weapons that are available is too slow.
Decisions on weapons, decision on launching new production lines of weapons in Western countries, they have to be made faster.
The quandary NATO faces is that it won't take a direct hand in the deployment of weaponry, and so it's down to individual states, but some only want to give non-lethal support. Ukrainians may well observe that if energy infrastructure is repaired, it won't last for long unless Ukraine's air defences aren't drastically improved sooner rather than later. Andrew Simmons, Al Jazeera, Bucharest.
And that is it for today's regional and international news. Here now is your 3-day weather forecast. And that is all for this edition of Channel 2's Headline News Update. Tune in on Thursday at 7 p.m. for another episode. Be sure to subscribe, like, and follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Until then, please take care of yourself and each other.